Hey, are you struggling to get high paying clients in your business? Maybe you think it can happen for someone else, but not for you. I'm Janet, I'm a marketing coach, and over the past 9 years, I have been able to create a profitable web design business. At the beginning, I struggled a lot with charging premium prices, and I struggled with believing that I could actually attract high paying clients for my business. Today, I want to show you exactly how I went from charging $500 for a web design project to charging $10K for a design project. But first, I want to tell you why I struggled so much with attracting high paying clients at the beginning in my business and how that shifted along the way. So the first thing is that I didn't believe it was possible. And the reason why I didn't think it was possible is because I didn't have a college degree and I had a lot of imposter syndrome. So I had this false belief that the art of designing, the art of doing these web design projects was something that I enjoyed so much that charging premium for it felt wrong because it just came so easily to me. But there was also this other part of me that didn't feel qualified to charge premium prices. And I thought that other people were qualified, but not me. That I didn't, even though I knew exactly how to create a website, how to strategically position it, I had a hard time believing that it was possible for me. I also felt like I didn't have the credibility when it came to having that expertise because even though I knew what I was doing, I didn't have a college background in web design. I actually learned web design on YouTube and Googling and taking some courses online, but I never went to a formal college to get an education on web design. I actually went to school for something very different. And that led me to believe I didn't have the credibility to charge, $10,000 for a project because it was like, who the hell am I to be charging like that? So one of those things that really held me back from charging premium prices at the beginning and starting out, even years later, like 2 or 3 years later, where I had a vast experience in web design, I still struggled to charge premium prices. So one of the things that changed was that I slowly started shifting my mindset to believing that it was possible, to understanding that even though I didn't have a college degree or a formal education on the expertise that I already had, I was still qualified because I already had the experience. I have done it for other clients and I knew what I was doing. So you don't need a certification or something to tell you that you are good at what you do. What I started doing was I started looking at my own testimonials that I would get from clients. I would start looking at my results and listing out what are all the skills that I already have that I provide value to. And listing those things out gave me the confidence to be able to start charging little by little more projects. I started creating projects at 500. That was my very first client. I charged her $500 for that client, even though I thought that in that moment, I thought that was a lot of money. That was back in 2015. It wasn't so long ago, but I thought that was so much money. And I felt, super amazed that someone would actually pay me for that. But when I got more into the industry, I understood, shit, I'm lowballing my services because I am providing this immense value, saving people time, saving people money, saving people the struggle and the frustration that comes behind creating a website. So when I was able to see all that, see the value that I truly provide beyond just the website, that's when I was able to slowly start increasing my prices and be able to like really take my business to the next level when it came to profitability. At the beginning, I was still charging by project, but I was charging by the amount of level that I think that it would take me to create a project. So if it was a small project, I would charge 750. If it was, a bigger project, I would charge 1,500. But I was still taking into consideration the time and the hours that I was spending on a project. But what I did to shift that was I stopped creating services that were dictated by the amount of hours that I was working. Instead, I started creating packages and positioning my services in a way that actually provided a solution for my ideal clients. I created packages that were specific to the problem and provided a specific solution to my ideal clients. This helped me position myself in the marketplace in a more high value bracket. What really helped me attract these people that would pay me 5K, 7K, or even 10K for these design projects was not my ability to say, hey, this is what more I'm giving you. This is what more value I'm providing in terms of like how much hours it's going to take me, but much more of this is the exact solution that I'm providing for you. This is the exact problem that you have. And this is how I am able to create that solution for you. Being able to position my messaging in that way really helps me attract those high paying clients in my business. And in order to do that, I needed to really get specific of who I was targeting. Like I was no longer targeting business owners who were in the beginning stages of their business because I knew that they didn't see the value in paying so much for a web design project because they were just in the beginning stages. So I started to target those most experienced business owners who are more strategic, who've been in the game much longer and know and see the value in paying high ticket for a design service. So one of the things that you want to think about it when it comes to attracting a high paying client is this client thinking at the level that is required for them to think in order for them to know and see the value in that investment. Like someone who's starting out in their business does not see a value of paying $10,000 for a web design project, not because they don't, maybe they do have the money, they could have the money, but they're not going to see the value in it because they haven't been in the game long enough. They don't know for sure if that's what they want to do long term. I knew that I needed to target someone that was very experienced, that was very secure of where they were at in their business, that would see the value in the return on investment in investing in a high end product. So when I started shifting my messaging and my marketing, everything shifted because I then knew that it was possible because I started seeing people at a different kind of level pay attention to my content, pay attention to the way that I was offering, to the way that I was packaging my services. And I got a glimpse of what was possible in the industry because I was able to focus on that target market and that person who was ideal to pay for those high premium services that was providing. So one thing that I want you to take away is that it is possible for you to start charging premium prices and actually attract those people. The key here is to be able to be very specific and very strategic about how you're positioning your services, how you're packaging your services, and how you're actually delivering the message so they can get it. Like they can see the value, they can see the return on investment on something that is high premium versus something that is much lower price. By the way, I go much deeper when it comes to packaging and positioning and creating a compelling message to attract these high paying clients in my 30-day marketing intensive. This marketing intensive is going to help you create and craft a compelling message to attract high paying clients into your business, as well as a 90-day marketing plan. This 90-day marketing plan is going to give you the clarity you need to know how to set a pathway for your clients to see you as the next step, as the next best solution. If you're struggling with the idea of attracting high paying clients because either you feel that you don't believe it's possible for you, then I want you to book a 15-minute discovery call. This discovery call, we're going to figure out whether this intensive is right for you, if this is the right time for you to start attracting high paying clients, or what you can do to actually start seeing yourself there, right? Like I started very slow and you can start slow too. It doesn't have to be a jump from 500 to 10,000, but you can slowly grow your way to that. If you like this video, you're going to love the next one on the screen where we're going to go more in depth on how you can start getting clients who value and pay for your web design expertise. See you there. Bye.